Happy birthday, Roger Taylor. Hey, Queenie, so we are sitting here in the, well, I don't know, world famous, but it is the Greyhound Pub here in Kensington, which is the site of some early Queen history where the band used to come here kind of early days, like after they played a gig or just hung out, or when they had their, Freddie and Roger had their market at Kensington. And so this is just sort of a historical place. I am sitting here with Paul Bradbury, who is a friend of mine who I last met at 2022 at the Queen concerts at the O2. And he is one of the hosts of the podcast Radio Pod. And I know I've spoken about that on my channel a little bit, but while I'm here with him, I thought I'd give him an opportunity to let's talk about the podcast and give us a little, just tell us about the podcast and let everybody out there know about Radio Pod. It's an amazing Queen podcast. So tell us how you got to be involved with the podcast and what's going on with it.
I was literally asked by Rohan Acharya to be part of it. I met Ro at the same weekend I met you. And actually, that weekend at the O2, Ro and I hit it off really well. We sort of really vibed, and as he said, I'm familiar with audio formats, I'm comfortable in front of a microphone. So after Queen Pod kind of came to an end, he said, listen, I haven't given up on finishing this journey through the albums. I really need to be involved, and that was kind of all the invitation that I needed, and it's been a joy to do so far.
So what have you guys you guys picked up sort of where the Queen Pod left off?
Yeah.
Queen Pod basically went album by album and sort of did
side by side too.
Yeah, and deep dive into all Queen's 15 studio albums. And the last album before Queen Pod finished was, which one was it?
Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon, that was the last one they did.
Yeah.
And so Radio Pod picked up where Queen left off, where Queen Pod left off, and is now. So what do you got going on right now? What's the next?
So, as at time of filming, we have just put out an episode on The Cross, Roger Taylor's side project, solo project, if you will. We started with Hot Space, 2 episodes on that, The Works, Magic. We did a special on the Magic Tour, looking at live at Wembley, which is awesome. We got Garrett Millerick, a really funny comedian, to guest with us on that. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was great.
We have put out 3 episodes on The Miracle, because there is so much material now linked to the album. It was a joy to kind of dive into that. As I said, we've done this special on The Cross, and we hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be getting together to record our next batch of episodes, which will start with Innuendo Side A.
Excellent. That's
which
great.
I can't wait to get into, because I love that.
I love that you're talking about The Miracle and how how many episodes and how much you guys did deep dive into The Miracle, because I do something on TikTok here called Queen Request Live, and it's where I go live and I take requests from the viewers and they make the set list, and I start playing the requests as they come in. And one thing that I've noticed is that The Miracle has gained in popularity.
Interesting.
From that, and especially Was It All Worth It? That song in particular, it's almost like the theme song of my Queen Request Live now, because it gets requested every single live I do. That song gets requested.
Sure.
Which is one that I thought, because The Miracle wasn't always my favorite Queen album, but I've grown to love it just from doing that. And that song in particular, people just, it wasn't a song that I thought like people would gravitate toward, but the more I listen to it, it's one of those songs that people just gravitate to. So, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and I think I certainly found that, I think you're right, like The Miracle's a fairly kind of maligned album in lots of ways. There are lots of very strong opinions that people have.
Yeah.
But I found that doing particularly those 3 episodes, going into so much detail, I definitely came away with a kind of renewed appreciation of the album as a whole,
Yeah.
and actually of what it all was as well.
Right.
The idea that it was Freddie's attempt to begin to process the situation that he was in.
Right.
It's a fantastic song, and I loved going so deep on the album. And I do probably listen to it a bit more than I used to.
Yeah, I do too. Same. Well, so what's coming up next?
Coming up next is we're up to Innuendo.
Innuendo. Okay. Well, guys, if you are looking for an excellent podcast to listen to that has a deep dive into Queen's music, look for Radio Pod on any streaming platform that you have. It's amazing. Ro, Paul, producer Sam,
yeah.
they all do a fantastic job, and we really love it. So thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thank you.